Hey guys, Mr. Anderson here, bringing you your daily dose of math. You guys aren't sick of me yet, right? Yeah. Okay. Again, just kind of review the quick things. Equal to inequalities have the closed circle with the brackets and the interval notation. Regular inequalities have the open circle with the parentheses and the interval notation. Infinity always has a parenthesis. Remember, guys, big thing with inequalities is you get that warning. Anytime you're multiplying and dividing the negative to the other side, it will flip the inequality sign. So instead of greater than, it'll become less than, or vice versa. And then as far as solving the actual problems themselves, it's just like equations, multi-step equations. You start off by distributing if you can, then combining like terms, move the variable to one side, and then solve the party problem that is left. Okay, and then we graph it and do interval notation as well with these on top of all that. So let's go through and do a couple quick problems here. Don't want to take too much of your time. Get you guys through those quizzes quickly so you can work on your other subjects. But again, we're just going to go through these steps just like I said. So we're going to first look for distributing. And since we have parentheses here, that tells me I need to distribute, right? And so I'm going to distribute that 5 into the parentheses. And I would get 10x plus 40 is greater than 8 plus 2x. Okay, then I look for like terms. Do I have any like terms? Nope, no like terms. So then I look to move the variable to one side. Doesn't matter which one you want to move. Pick whichever one you want to. You're going to get the same answer either way. One way might involve flipping the inequality symbol, or another way might not. I always like to move the smaller number, so I'm going to move. I like to have my variable on the left too anyway. But anyway, I'm going to move this 2x over to the left so it's positive. So I would subtract 2x to move it to the other side. Gives me 8x plus 40 greater than 8. Okay, now it's a party problem, right? Got a best friend, acquaintance. Who's going to leave the party first? The acquaintance, right? You always move that number adding and subtracting first. So minus the 40 to each side. Now I'm not multiplying or dividing, so it doesn't change the inequality sign. I'm going to get 8x is greater than negative 32. Okay, then I divide by 8. Now this 8 is positive, but that's negative, right? Does that do anything to my sign? It's just the number that's going to each side. And since I'm going with a positive number to each side, my sign will stay the same. So x is still going to be greater than negative 4. So there is my answer to the inequality, but not quite done because I got 2 more answers to put in here. And now I have to graph it. So I do my number line. I've got negative 4, number before it, number after it. It's a regular inequality symbol, so I'm going to use an open circle. It's eating the variable. So it's going to go to the right. Okay? That means that my interval notation, least number would be negative 4. Greatest numbers off to infinity. And since open circle is going to have a parenthesis, and infinity will always have a parenthesis. Okay? All right, let's try another one. Let's look at this problem. So again, first step is to distribute. And since I see parentheses, there is stuff to distribute here. So I'm going to distribute that 2 into the parentheses, and I'm going to get, let me rewrite the whole equation here. 29 plus 3n greater than 8n plus 12n plus 12. Okay. All right, now next step is combine like terms. Don't have any like terms on this side, but I do have like terms here. So 8n and 12n, I'm going to get 20n plus 12. And then I still have the 29 plus 3n right there. Okay, now move the variable to one side. Again, doesn't matter which variable you want to move. I always like to move the smaller one, but if I want to move this 20 over it, and I could. In fact, let's do it. Let's move the 20n. So minus 20n. You guys are like, no, don't do it. Move the smaller one. Because I did it this way so I can get a warning. But move the 20n over the other side. It gives me 29 minus 17n is greater than 12. Okay, still not quite done. I've got my party problem now. So now I'm going to try to get the n by itself. I got an acquaintance and a best friend. Going to move the 29 first by subtracting. 12 minus 29 should be 17, right? Yep. Negative 17n is greater than negative 17. Then, last step, divide by the negative 17 to each side. And warning! Divided by a negative each side, that's going to flip my inequality symbol. N is now going to be less than positive 1. Okay, so there's one answer. Now I'm going to graph it. So I've got 1, number before it, number after it. It's going to be an open circle because the regular inequality symbol, it is eating the number, which means it is going to go to the left. It means all the numbers that are less than 1 is what the n is representing. So that means that the least number is actually going to be clear off over here to negative infinity. And then the greatest number would be 1. And yes, the order in which you write that interval notation does matter. It's always least number, greatest number. So if you do 1 negative infinity, that is wrong. It needs to be least number first and then greatest number. And that would be your 3 answers. And that's it. If you guys, again, have any questions, let us know. We want help. We want to hear from you. So talk to us. And we'll see you out there someday. See you guys.